If you're looking for the ultimate starting place for beginners when it comes to a rowing machine, and you want to know what should I be doing correctly, how should I be doing it, and then also give me a workout, I got you covered. This video is for you. So I realized in that a lot of our videos before, I've given you guys workouts and then I kind of coach as we're going, or I'm just giving you a workout, when in reality we have a lot of people coming to us who are looking for how do I actually learn this machine? And that is a very important question, and one that I'm actually sorry that I haven't answered before this. That's gonna change with this workout. What I wanna do is cover one major point of the stroke, one major phase of the stroke that we're gonna focus on so that I can give you a coaching reference that you understand what is it that I should be thinking about today. And then we're going to do the 10-minute workout that follows it so that you can practice that skill for that 10-minute workout. If this is your first time here, welcome. I'm Shane Farmer, and this is Dark Horse, where you build the life that you want to live, and we just happen to use rowing usually to get you there. So if you know that this is you and you want even more than just this one workout, well, guess what? I decided to finally put together an intro program. So this is for any machine. If you have any kind of rowing machine and you're thinking to yourself, I want to learn how to use this, I want to learn how to actually get the most out of rowing, well, this course is going to be for you. It's an entire program. It's a plan from nothing to confident on the rowing machine. It's going to be linked in the description below, so please go check that out and consider signing up for it, because it's going to give you a lot more context, a lot more direction, and a more thorough delivery. There are a lot more videos that are in that course that you're not going to see here on YouTube. So if learning to row is something that is important to you, you want to get the most out of your workouts, check out that plan in the description below. Okay, with that being said, let's take a look at what our coaching position is for today. It is going to be the catch position. The catch is the front of the stroke. It is the most important phase of the stroke. It's the front loaded position of the stroke. It's essentially the moment in time. It's not a stop or a start position. It's a pass through, but it's the moment in time when your body is braced and you're then going to push into the drive. That, or it's the end of the recovery phase when you're gliding forward and right as you're about to change direction. That's what the catch is good for. So it's really, really, really important that you get the catch right. If you miss the catch, then you miss the stroke entirely. And I cannot emphasize enough, it's the most important phase. So here's where I like to focus on this stroke is from the catch position, I set a checklist from my hands down to my feet. They're gonna teach me how I can go through this checklist every single time until it just becomes second nature. So here's what we're looking at. From the handle, you're gonna set your hands nice and wide on the handle. You don't wanna be close gripping here. Next, I'm gonna close the circuit between my thumb and my forefinger. Just a nice relaxed grip on the handle. I like to think that if the handle is in the palm of my hand, I'm gripping too hard. And what gripping too hard does is it generally makes you pull from your arms, which you don't want to be doing. You want to be hanging from your arms in the stroke. So keep that grip nice and relaxed, handle out of the palms if you can. Next, elbows are extended, shoulders are reaching, okay, not retracted. So my shoulders are protracted, reaching forward. My head and neck are relaxed, and I like to test that by just giving it a nice wiggle, make sure my neck is relaxed and I'm not shrugging up into my shoulders. From here, I'm going to then focus on, imagine you're trying to bend a broomstick or bend a pole in front of you. So I'm gonna roll my shoulders down, and what that's gonna do is tension up my lat. And that lat is one of the bigger points in getting me connected to the stroke. So if you ever feel like you don't have tension, often the lats aren't engaged. So that's one. To do that, I want you to take both hands, put them out in front of you. Now take your left hand and grab your right lat. It's just the little like meaty substance underneath your shoulder. So grab that. And now with that arm and shoulder reaching, you're going to roll down so that you tension it. You can feel that get tight in your hand. Now keep that locked in, take the other arm, reach out forward and roll down and tension. That's the lat tension that I want you to have. When you go to push, right? That is your hang tension. That gets tight. Next, I'm going to make sure that my back and my spine are neutral, not overextended, but also not rounded. Then I want my back at a forward angle of 1 o'clock or 11 o'clock, depends on which side of the clock you're on, okay? So we'll call it 1 o'clock for right now. Next, I want you to, somebody the other day gave me this cue called inflating the spare tire. So take your thumbs and dig them into the soft the softness right under your rib cage. Find your bottom rib, just poke around until you find it, and then put your thumb in the soft tissue underneath that rib cage, above your hips. And then from there, I want you to laugh. Go, ha!
Oh, beautiful!
Okay, that laugh should have pushed your thumbs out to the side. That tension is the tension that you want, along with the lats, when you go to push through the legs. Those two things combo, that tight lat with the braced sides, that is going to make all the difference in the world for you to be able to have an effective catch. So now, my back is forward at 1 o'clock. I have my way into tension. I have my lats engaged. My elbows are reaching. Head and neck is relaxed. My hips, because I'm at 1 o'clock, my hips are behind my shoulders and they're going to stay there. Next, I want my heels down. We do coach heels down in the early stages of the stroke. And from here, keeping the heel down and all the other positions, I'm going to glide as far forward as I can comfortably get. And you're gonna notice this feels pretty tight and uncomfortable, okay? This is exactly what you should feel at this specific moment every single stroke. If you don't, if you find your shoulders stacked on top of your hips, or if you feel your arms broken, or any other number of issues that don't cause that tension there, well, then you're not in the right place. So with that being said, let's just settle into our 10-minute workout and we're going to flow through this. And what I want you to think about every single stroke is getting the catch right. Don't worry about anything else. Don't worry about what your monitor says. Don't worry about any other factor other than getting the catch right every time. Now, early in the 10 minutes, I'm going to be throwing some rolling drills at you where we're going to actually pause, stop, reset, and go through the checklist each time so that we can be practicing it early, and then we're just going to gradually get in to allowing you to row and thinking about it. Okay, let's just quickly brief how to set up the time on the monitor. So if you have a concept too, from the main menu, you'll go to select workout, that's the B button, new workout, D button, single time, that's the B button, and it's gonna show 30 minutes flashing on the screen to start. You're gonna hit the minus button or the C button twice, 1, 2, that gives me 10 minutes. Then I'm gonna hit the check mark, that's the E button. And that's gonna set 10 minutes on my screen. Let's get ready to go. Make sure that you've warmed up ahead of time and let's get into this workout. Okay, sitting ready. In 3, 2, 1, let's row. I'm just gonna let you take a few strokes, thinking through what I just talked about. How do you find that getting into that position goes while we're moving? Okay, now in 15 seconds, I'm gonna stop us at the catch position and we're gonna go through the checklist and reprioritize getting into a good catch position. 5, 3, 2, 1, let's stop. Okay, right here. Let's walk through that checklist again. Hands down to the feet. So hands relaxed. Are your hands nice and wide? Elbows extended, shoulders reaching. Okay, sorry, had to tap a button on the phone. Head and neck relaxed, back neutral at 1 o'clock, hips behind the shoulders. Knees, make sure they're tracking underneath the arms. I didn't mention that before. Heels down. I'm inflating the spare tire and I'm driving those shoulders down. Okay, let's take 5 strokes and then we're gonna come back to the pause. Go. Okay, hit that checklist. 2, 3, 4, 5, let's pause again at the catch. Okay, finding those positions. I'm gonna let you do it yourself this time, not talking you through it. Okay, we're gonna go in 3, 2, 1, go. This time we're gonna take 10 strokes. Follow me through the stroke, okay? Follow my stroke rate. Match up with me. I forgot the 10. Here we go, we're gonna pause again in 2. That's 1. That's 2, pausing back at the catch. Okay, now we're gonna pause every stroke, but it's gonna be a shorter pause. This is to give you time to start learning how do I more quickly organize my body. Okay, ready? Go. Pausing every stroke. Go. Reorganize the body. Make adjustments if you have to. Go. 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 Okay, on this one we're gonna drop the pause and we're gonna row continuous for 1.5 minutes. Go. Or 1:45, let's call it. Okay. Now see if you can fluidly put yourself in the right position at the catch every time. Again, don't worry about your score. Don't worry about where else or what else you're doing throughout the stroke. Just focus on getting the catch right each time. Also, while we're rolling, I want to make a note about the heels. I teach heels down for a very specific reason. As you improve, you can allow the heels to lift, as you can see mine do. But early on, I want you to learn to keep the heels down, even if that means a shorter stroke. Because learning to push through the entire foot is one of the largest hurdles that people have to overcome. We don't quite understand how not to just push through the toes. And when you allow the heel to lift, a host of issues come from that, including the heels lift, or including the seat trying to get to the heels, which puts you in a bad posture. It gets the trunk open in a bad position, and it doesn't allow you, if you've never learned the stroke before, to how to get into a good catch. So by keeping the heels down, even though the stroke may get shorter, it's going to teach you about the catch. It's going to teach you how to apply force through the leg, and it's going to be far more successful. Okay, we're going to pause again in 3, 2, 1. On this stroke, pause. Good, that was 1.5 minutes. So we're going to go back to pausing again every stroke. Ready, go. Go. Don't worry about your output right now. Go. Worry about your positions. Hands, elbows, shoulders, lats, trunk, posture, relaxed head and neck, hips behind the shoulders, knees where they should be, heels down. Go. It's all a checklist, guys. Go. 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 Okay, we're gonna drop it on this stroke. Go. Here we go. Continuous rowing. Focus on hitting that right catch position every stroke. I'm gonna be quiet and just let you row now. For the remainder of this piece, it's gonna be 4 minutes. 10 more seconds. 2, 1, easy. Okay, so let's review what we just did. The emphasis was on hitting a good catch position every time. Getting your body where it needs to be in space and time is one of the larger hurdles that you're gonna have to overcome when it gets to learning this machine. It just takes time. Don't rush the process. You have to start at square one and build on top, build these foundational blocks that are going to stack together to create a strong foundation that you can leap into better performance later on. But too many people try to just jump to the performance phase and feel like they never quite click with the machine. And that inevitably becomes what pushes people away from using this for better longevity and for more workouts and more regularly, is that feeling of, I just don't get it. And that's what this program is about. That's what this workout is about, is helping you get it. So make sure that you are getting to that position. I want to throw out one extra piece, a bonus piece of homework for you. Get into the catch position and hold it as tight as possible for 2 minutes. A 2-minute catch hold is one of my favorite drills for emphasizing catch position. It's not going to be fun, I can guarantee you that, but the longer and the more time that you spend in the catch position, the more you're going to learn it, the faster it's going to come to you. And I promise, once you get the catch down, you are going to absolutely nail this stroke. It's going to be so much easier to do. So get that 2-minute catch hold in, and I think what you'll find is that your body starts to learn that position a lot faster. If you enjoyed this workout, guys, and you want to find a way to better access and have fun with your rowing machine and get the most out of it, click the link in the description below that's going to send you to our Foundations program, where you're going to find this and a whole lot more, where I am explaining workouts, explaining concepts, and walking you through a progression of how to learn and get the most out of your rowing machine, whatever brand it may be. Click on that link in the description below to join us.